Good morning everyone, and now we're going to discuss thallium, a toxicological and forensic perspective. So, introduction. By definition, thallium is a toxic heavy metal once used in medicine and industry, now infamous as a poison. Nicknames: poisoner's poison or inheritance powder. So why dangerous? Odorless, tasteless, colorless, easily mixed with food or drink, causes delayed but severe symptoms.
So there are two types characteristics of thallium. First, physical properties, and the second is chemical properties. Physical properties include soft, bluish gray, and malleable metal. And melting point is 304 Celsius and boiling point is 1473 Celsius and similar to lead in appearance. While the chemical properties form salts like sulfite, acetate, nitrate, and carbonate, and highly soluble in water. Example is thallium sulfide, forms metallic thallium, thallium oxide, and thallium salt. And sources of thallium found as a byproduct in copper, lead, and zinc smelting, present in soil, volcanic rocks, and industrial waste, released from coal burning and smelting industries.
Thallium has several uses in electronics and optics today, but historically in medicine and agriculture, and it was once used to treat skin diseases or tuberculosis, but this was discontinued due to toxicity, and it was also used in rat poisons and insecticides, but these uses of thallium are now banned.
Mode of action: mimic potassium, or chemical symbol of mimic potassium is K+. Thallium behaves like potassium in the body, which allow it to enter cells easily since the body cannot distinguish between the two. Disrupt sodium-potassium pump. By interfering with this pump, thallium disrupts nerve conductions and muscle functions. Enzyme inhibition. It particularly inhibits sulfhydryl group containing enzymes impairing vital biochemical reactions. Mitochondrial damage. Thallium damage mitochondria, leading to decreased ATP or energy production. This energy failure ultimately contributes to organ failure. Mitochondria are often called the powerhouse of the cell. They are small structures inside the cells that produce energy. ATP means adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate is often called the energy currency of the cell. If ATP level drop, as happens when thallium damage mitochondria, cells cannot perform these vital functions like weakness and fatigue, nerve and muscle problems, and organ dysfunctions. Fatal dose: toxic about 8 to 12 mg per kilogram of body weight can cause poisoning. Lethal dose: roughly 1 gram of thallium sulfate can be fatal for adults. Occupational hazard: even chronic low level of exposure can accumulate and lead to toxicity over time, making it dangerous for workers handling thallium. In short, thallium is deadly because it disguises itself as potassium, disrupts cellular energy production, and gradually shut down organs.
So this is how you absorb poison thallium: by ingestion through food or drinking water that has that poison. Second is inhalation through air and dust that can be joined in air. And one for the skin absorption through penetrating your skin with small particles of thallium. It also rapidly spread through your liver, kidney, brain, hair, and hair follicles, which organisms remove waste material and other toxic through urine, sweat, and hair.
Morning everyone, my topic is all about clinical features ng food poisoning. Early hours or days, severe abdominal pain, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, metallic taste in mouth. Second one is the progressive days or weeks, neuropathy, pain, tingling, weakness, vision problems, ataxia, hair loss within 2 to 3 weeks, classic hallmark. So initially, sa early is within the 24 to 48 hours, they would experience sudden onset of severe stomach cramps followed by vomiting and diarrhea. They might also complain of strange metallic taste. So for example, for the severe stomach cramps is ang pananakit ng tiyan. Ang vomiting and diarrhea is for example is ang pagsusuka, pagduduwal, or pagtatai. So after the early is progressive. A week or two later, the gastrointestinal symptoms subside, but new more serious issues would arise. They might start to feel numbness and pins and needles, sensation in their hands and feet, or neuropathy. They could also have difficulty their balance and coordination or ataxia, and notice their vision is blurry. The most telling signs would be their hair starting to fall out in large clumps about 2 to 3 weeks after the initial exposure. This would be the point of progressive stage.
Clinical features of chronic poisoning. Chronic poisoning happens after long-term exposure to toxic substances. Its effects appear slowly and can affect different parts of the body. Can be in the form of neurological, skin, mental health, and other effects such as weight loss, vision problems, and infertility. So in summary, chronic poisoning develops gradually and shows through nerve, skin, mental, and general health problems. Early detection and treatment are important to prevent such permanent damage.
Thallium poisoning exerts significant effects on the central nervous system, leading to a range of neurological symptoms. Initial symptoms include tremors, ataxia, and delirium. These indicate impaired motor control, coordination, and cognitive function. As the poisoning progresses, sensory and motor neuropathy develops, resulting in nerve damage that causes sensory disturbances and muscle weakness. In more severe cases, individuals may experience seizures and paralysis, signs of significant neurological dysfunctions impacting normal brain activity and muscle control. Ultimately, without intervention, thallium poisoning can lead to coma and death, highlighting the severity of its impact on the central nervous system.
Diagnosis: clinical suspicion of alopecia GI neuropathy. This include alopecia, hair loss, gastrointestinal GI issues, and neuropathy, nerve damage. So laboratory test, urine test considered the most reliable for detecting early poisoning. Blood test, especially to check for thallium levels. Forensic test, hair shape analysis used to assess long-term exposure to toxin or substances. So image, X-ray can reveal bone disposition, with is the process of bone tissue accumulating in the body, like DEXA scan. An enhanced form of X-ray are used to measure bone loss and diagnose osteoporosis.
Treatment includes gastric lavage. It is a medical procedure that uses a fluid such as a water or saline solution to sense or irrigate the targeted area, and repeated doses for activated charcoal. The antidote Persian blue acts as a vital antidote for thallium and radioactive cesium poisoning. Blends thallium in the intestine and helps excrete it. Supportive care is also crucial for fluids seizure control and sometimes hemodialysis in severe cases.
Good day, ma'am. My name is Sandro Sigumanet, and my topic is all about forensic issue. We have the medical legal importance and the historical case. Medical legal importance, it refers to the critical intersection of the medical knowledge and the law, serving to establish fact in a legal matter such as a case of death, injury, and identity, to provide evidence for court in both criminal and civil case. And historical case. In 20th century, poisoning involved selenium lace like soft drinks and food. Challenges, symptoms mimic for the disease or delay diagnosis. It requires specialized lab tests for detection.
To summarize, thallium is a highly toxic heavy metal that mimics potassium and disrupts metabolism. It is absorbed through ingestion, inhalation, or skin contact. Its hallmark is a alopecia after GI, and neurological symptoms diagnosis is confirmed by urine and hair analysis. Treatment involves Persian blue and supportive therapy. And the thallium is forensically, it is known as a poisoner's poisons.